So let's jump into exterior doors. This is a pretty good one. Also, it's an easier one, I think, because it's pretty standardized. So exterior doors, there's two types. We have a front door, back door, side door. That's one type. And then the other exterior door that we commonly do would be like a slider, pretty much like a sliding door or a French door. Am I missing any doors? I think that's pretty much the two exterior doors that we do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's, yeah, that's pretty, oh, so we do have one more. So we have front door, side door, back door. These are going to be standard doors. The door itself, I mean, that's really simple. I mean, I do want to show you the door I use because I think that would be helpful for you. It's a door that from a design standpoint, it's like really very appealing, very understated, but it also only costs like $2.99 at Home Depot. I mean, that's, so first of all, that's actually a pretty good deal. Like for $238, that's a good deal for a front door. I like to have, so it's one I have is squared up top and it has 4 squares in it. So see this right here is like, I don't know, it's okay looking, but the one that people like, if you go in the high end design, you'll see this mission style door and it's very kind of just understated, but it's very classy and it looks great. I mean, I'm using it on every house now because, and it don't cost anything. It's like, I think it might be more expensive than that door, but that's a pretty good door, by the way, for that price. I'm totally down with that price. So this is another door, by the way. So this type of door is called a door with side panels. So when we do the side panel doors, that's going to probably be $300 to $400 to install. A little bit more money because there's more work, right? More custom work to put it in. I only do that if there's an existing hole there where they had a door like that. I don't generally like rip out and make and do this. And those doors, I mean, that is about the right pricing for it. I mean, you see $1,100, but they get kind of outrageous. I mean, I've seen these like 1,100 is actually pretty reasonable for this door. I've seen them be somewhere in the ballpark of like $2,000 to $3,000. So like $1,100 is what you're going to pay for a door that's like that. That's a beautiful door. And if you have that hole already and you don't want to close it up and you just want to do a door, go for it. That'll look nice. Let's see what else, but I'm not so freaking. Oh, so by the way, when I was new, this is the door I used. And we got that for $299, not $586. That's just a better version of it. So also be careful. So I used this door and it was only like $299, and for some reason it's $586 for this door. So what we don't want to do is use the $586 version because look, we come up here and like Ray said, that door he's seen for $238, like that for me is the winner. $238 is a good number. Like I don't have to pay a bunch of money for a door. That door totally would work for the front. And if you can find my mission door, I mean, you'll see the mission door actually. The mission door is simple. It's got 6 square lights at the top, and that's it. And it's just like that is the most common door they use in like Baltimore. They use everywhere. It's a very classic looking door. It always goes with every design. I tend to use that because it's not like some of this can be a little overboard, right? But it just depends on who you're catering to. When you cater to people with more taste, they tend to want more understated than that. And when you have people that are like new money and to get in their first house, they like things that are fancier. These are kind of like the doors with like, they're considered to be like big rims or something. So 250 installed, then sliding doors. How much for sliding doors? You pay the same thing for a regular door?
For install, yeah.
Okay. So, and then what, about 200, 250 a door? Or?
Yeah, for the exteriors, correct.
Normally, I think what we had worked out was $300 for the sliding door. So.
Yeah, because typically on the slider, he won't really have to cap anything. Like on an exterior, sometimes he'll either paint or cap the brick molding on like the front door or the back kitchen door.
So I showed you the front doors, but then here's what we use on like the side doors and basement doors. Okay, there you go. Hey, there's the mission door, by the way. And here it is. By the way, there it is for $249. That's the door I use right there, guys, for $249. It's very, like I said, and this is the door I put on my house for $499. That's mahogany. I have that on my personal house. That's a beautiful door for $499 if you really want to go a little higher end. I wouldn't personally use it on just a regular rehab, but if you wanted to do that on like, say you were doing a little higher end rehab where you're starting to get a higher price point, you could upgrade to something like that, but don't feel that's necessary. This door right here, and then I paint it red, is the door I'm using every time at $249. That door we seen for $238. That's a really good price. These are really good price doors. But what I really wanted to show you is what we do when we get to like the side doors and all that. So like this is $225. This is what we use for the back. Yep.
Do you want, I have actually that SKU list that we did. I have one of the SKUs for just a standard steel exterior door. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm just giving you guys some like choices. You choose your door. Just find the cheapest stuff. Like it's all I'm
Okay.
really giving to you. Like see this door, the 9 light, did we use the 9 lights on the back door? So like in the kitchen, if you had a door, this would be the door. So it lets light into the kitchen. It's only 225. It's pretty cheap. And if you get into like just a steel door, they're going to be usually like 100 some bucks. Let's see if we can find one. Actually, there you go. Look at that door for 208. See, you do some shopping though. You see how like this door doesn't look like this door right here doesn't even look as good, and they want 389. So this is all about finding the deals, right? What deal do they have running? This is power shopping. You know, and the thing about your SKU sheet, Ray, is that it changes so often that I can't keep up with it. And really, what we always want to do, instead of just using the same stuff every single time, we want to kind of power shop, right? And like right now, I would throw this on a few houses at 208. I mean, that door is totally acceptable. I personally like the other door better for 250, so I'd probably use it. But if you were doing a rental or anything like that, I totally would want this. Or if just say your price point was a little lower end price point, where maybe in your neighborhood they're not even really fixing houses up that much, there'd be no problem using this at 208 bucks, and you'd be getting a good deal. And that's a front door, so that's your most fancy door. And when you get to the side doors, you know, like the back door, we usually do the 9 light, and then we go to a steel door like Ray was talking about. That's usually a basement door, and that's just a plain steel door without the lights up top. They're usually like, I don't know, 125 to 150 bucks. So they get cheaper and cheaper, and just get the cheapest one. Key is do a little shopping, make sure you get the cheapest one, make sure it's in stock. Actually, that would have been the smartest thing to do, because in stock in the store is all we want to look at. We don't want anything. You can see already how the pricing, everything in stock is cheaper. You guys notice that? Like everything is automatically cheaper. There's 219. Probably would pick that for 219. Here's 208. Yeah, there you go. And then just, you know, you can find the door with no light in it for like a basement. You would want one with no light in it because there's just no reason for it. But there you go. And that's the price of the doors. Now let's see if we can find a sliding door. Sliding doors, I see them range for materials, going to range anywhere from 300 to like 700, 800 bucks. We're looking for like the ones that are going to be the cheapest. So there's one. That one's pretty expensive. Yeah, you got to shop a little on the sliding door. I don't even see it on here, but I know if you look through Home Depot, I always, or Lowe's, you can always find a sliding door, like a 5-foot sliding door for like 350 bucks usually. So no, that's what that costs. Shop for it though, because just like this, these are little mistakes you can easily make. You buy this door for 578 when you can get a door. It's very similar to this for like 350. And it adds up, you know, 300, 200 some dollars, you know, on all these little small buys. You know, all the buys you do through a whole house, the stuff adds up. And we just don't like this quality of door versus the 350. I don't think any of us could even tell what the difference is. It's just really hard to know the difference. So make sure you're doing a proper amount of shopping and you're looking for the absolute best deals. All right, so 750 and 750. So that's doors. Any questions?